The girl dropped her phone from the 6th floor. The next second, it slipped through time. It landed on the head of a boy who lived 100 years earlier. He picked up the strange metal box. He stared at the smooth screen and the odd buttons. He had no idea what it was. In 1912, even a regular telephone was rare. A device like this felt impossible. He took the treasure home out of curiosity. In 2008, the girl could not find her phone anywhere. She tried calling her own number with no hope. She thought she would hear a message saying the phone was out of service. The call connected. The voice on the other end did not sound like anyone from her time. It was a young man speaking in an old-fashioned tone. They argued right away. She thought he was a thief trying to keep her phone. She demanded he return it. She asked for his address. The boy felt confused. He still told her the name of his street. The next day, the girl rushed to the location. She froze when she arrived. There was no old house. There was no door plate number. There were only modern roads and tall buildings. That night, she called again. The boy sounded upset. He said he had lived there since he was born. He had never moved. He asked how his home could not exist. The girl went silent. She glanced at a book beside her about wormholes. She remembered the strange flash when the phone fell. She wondered if the call had traveled into the past. She asked him for the date. He said it was April 16, 1912. Her own date was April 16, 2008. They were nearly a century apart. She checked historical records from 1912. She told the boy that if he truly lived in 1912, he would not know what happened yesterday. On April 15, 1912, the Titanic hit an iceberg and sank. The boy laughed. The Titanic was known as an unsinkable ship. He said it could not sink. He hung up. The next morning, reality hit him hard. His sister brought the latest newspaper. The headline announced the sinking of the Titanic. More than 2,000 people had died. He stared at the paper with cold sweat on his back. He finally believed the girl was calling from the future. The girl soon discovered a pattern. The wormhole opened only when both skies shared the moon. The call connected only under moonlight. Each night when the moon lit their windows, they talked across 100 years. The boy was full of questions about the future. He wondered how a phone could work without wires. He wondered what people ate. He wondered if wars still existed. The girl learned about the simple and quiet life of the past through him. She was surprised to learn he studied under a famous writer. She told him that 2 years later his teacher would publish a novel. That novel would secure his place in literature. It would remain popular for many years. The boy grew excited. He had chosen this teacher because he wanted to become a great writer himself. He asked the girl if his dream ever came true. He asked if he became a respected novelist. He hoped she could find out. He wanted to know if his efforts mattered. The girl agreed to help. She searched the largest libraries in Tokyo. She dug through shelves of literary history. She checked every list of the famous writer's students. The result broke her heart. His name did not appear anywhere. There was no book written by him. There was not even a footnote. History had erased him. He was a forgotten soul. The boy brought his new manuscript to a publisher. The director rejected it quickly. He said the boy's writing looked too much like his teacher's. He said a writer needed a voice of his own. He said only true feelings could move readers. His words hit the boy hard. The boy wondered how to write something that belonged to him. He thought for a long time. He found his answer. He would write about his connection with the girl. That night the moon was soft and hazy. Their call connected again. The girl held her phone tightly. She did not know how to tell him he would achieve nothing. She tried to think of a gentle line. The boy sensed her hesitation. He said it was fine. He said knowing the future would take away his dreams. He said the unknown gave him courage. He said he wanted to create his own future with his own hands. His words shook the girl deeply. Their hearts were drawing closer. The boy's phone suddenly showed a red warning. The battery was low. There was no way to send a charger across time. Once the battery died, they would lose each other forever. The girl taught him how to use the food. She told him to turn it off. She told him to wait for the moon before turning it on again. She did not know that fate had given them even less time than the 10% left in his battery. The truth about why the boy vanished from history is coming. It is approaching silently beneath the cold surface. Just like that sinking Titanic.